warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fauzan bin Abdul Wahab. My metric number A1780208. Okay, I'm also a part of my group member. So today I went to present about our assignment, which is instrument of takaful. So what is takaful? This is the introduction, the first part of our assignment. So what is takaful? Okay, takaful or Islamic insurance. Okay, takaful or somebody also called Islamic insurance, which is a cooperative scheme in which the participants pay a premium in the form of donation or tabarruk in a common pool in return for the ability to draw upon that pool upon a valid claim. So takaful meaning that which is a plan or scheme that cover the under the policy that cover our family, also protect us, also protect our family, also protect a big group like company when something happen like accidents and so on. So takaful or the words of takaful is originate from Arabic, which is kafalah. Kafalah means guaranteeing each other or joint guarantee. So this is the meaning or definition of takaful. Next, what's the types of takaful product? Okay, I want to summarize here like this. Okay, a takaful product have two. First is general takaful, second is family takaful. General takaful like this offer the meanings of general takaful, which is offer all kinds of non-life risk coverage product like motor takaful, marine takaful, fire takaful, home takaful, shop takaful, and so on. So general is about the plan that protects ourselves, that protect home, that protect home, also a big group of company and others. Why? The second is family takaful. Family takaful offer life coverage, life protects, and it has significant success in SES Asia. Malaysia is about 73% net contributions and cut through competitions among market players in SES Asia. So family takaful actually protects ourselves, protect our families from some things that happen like accidents and so on. So this is the kinds of takaful product.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Mazana binti Shari. My metric number is A17B0195. Today I want to present about a discussion on the current practices. As we know, takaful industry is faced with the issue of ineffective governance practices, although it continues to excel financially at a rapid growth. In the long run, success could be assured by having a leader with a high quality and caliber and address the importance of leadership to improve the level of transparency practices in takaful organization. Islamic leadership was grounded by the seven leadership, flourishing with concept of 5 domains, which is altruistic calling, emotional healing, wisdom, persuasive mapping, and organizational stewardship. Okay, the first one is altruistic calling. Altruistic calling is defined as the leader desire to bring a positive difference to other lives. The ultimate goal is to serve. A leader who demonstrates high altruistic calling would put their subordinate interests ahead his own interest. What to me is subordinate parallel with the story of Ibn Umar as narrated by Nafi, who stated that Ibn Umar never used to take his meal unless a opponent was called to eat with him, indicating that a leader should always be modest himself before he could help others. Previous study that have made by a researcher have verified that the influence of trusted calling is various organizational outcomes such as employees' loyalty, job satisfaction, organizational citizenship behavior, and organizational learning. Conversely, altruistic calling could not directly influence organizational performance without full intervention of organizational learning capability. With respect to governance practice, altruistic calling demonstrate positive contribute to the improvement of accountability in takaful. This altruistic calling has a positive effect on transparency. Second domain is emotional healing. Emotional healing inhabit the ability of a leader to be highly empathetic and great listener, indicating his proficiency in facilitating the healing process. In the organizational context, leader usually strive to create safe environment for employees to voice their concern personally and professionally. The prophet is the greatest example of a highly compassionate and an empathic leader. He did not blindly ask of his companions to commit jihad in Mecca, as he knew Muslims were weak then. Once the historical hijrah to Medina took place, by the permission of Allah, Muslims had become stronger and ready for jihad for Islam. But study also confirmed that the effect of emotional healing on various outcomes. For example, some use cash management of school in northern Malaysia and employees' loyalty in Pakistan private university. On the other hand, emotional healing was not able to positively influence job satisfaction and organizational citizenship behavior. With respect to governance practice, emotional healing inhabits significant contribution to accountability in takaful. Thus, emotional healing has a positive effect on transparency. Okay, third domain is wisdom. Wisdom can be referred as the ability of leader to make himself accurately attuned and receptive to his physical, social, and political environment. In other words, it is a combination of awareness of surrounding and anticipation of consequences. The Messenger of Allah model as exemplary of wisdom when he negotiated the Truce of Hudaybiyah to allow Muslims to perform their pilgrimage, which at the same time had a ceasefire for 10 years with the Qur'an's. Past research recognizes that the significance of wisdom is an important determinant to foster organizational outcome, namely job satisfaction and employee loyalty in private university in Pakistan. On the contrary, find that direct relationship between wisdom and employees empowerment of small medium enterprise in South Africa is not significant. With respect to governance practice, it was revealed that wisdom indicates the strongest influence on enhancing accountability in takaful. Wisdom has a positive effect on transparency. The next domain is persuasive mapping. Persuasive mapping is the extent to which a leader use some reasoning and mental framework using skill to make issue and conceptualizing greater possibility as well as convincing when articulating this opportunity. Islam advocates a leader to think rationally and reasonable that would lead to fair decision on others. From the study, it's confirmed that the significant contribution of persuasive mapping is improving several organizational outcomes such as employees' innovative behavior, organizational citizen behavior, and employees' loyalty. Conversely, persuasive mapping do not seem to have a significant effect on job satisfaction among private university academia. With respect to governance practice, revealed that persuasive mapping is found to be a more significant determinant in empowering accountability in takaful. Thus, in persuasive mapping has a positive effect on transparency. The last domain is organization or stewardship. It was defined as a readiness of a leader to take responsibility on the role entrusted to him through community development program and outreach. This is consistent with the demand of Allah for His servant to take responsibility in serving for the good and blocking the man of bad deed. The role of organizational stewardship in influencing in job satisfaction and loyalty of academic in private university is Pakistan has supported by the previous study. From the perspective of small medium enterprise, organizational stewardship indicate a significant relationship with employees' perceived involvement. However, their relationship is negatively related with respect to governance practice. Organizational stewardship demonstrates its importance in contributing to strengthening accountability practice in Takaful. Therefore, organizational stewardship has a positive effect on transparency. Based on the above discussion on underlying theory and previous research say that the role of Islamic leadership with the value of a servant leader is important to contribute to the cause of governance, specifically transparency practices in the Takaful sector in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurul Ainadura binti Muhammad Hanafi and my metric number is A18B0691. For the current practices that we study in Takaful Management is about transparency in human resource. We suggest the Takaful agencies to keep monitoring their ethical activity to make it more secure so that existing activities remain ethical and do not break the terms of unethical conditions in dealing transaction with participants. For instance, if participants are in trouble, Takaful operator need to ensure all the need or requirement needed by participant that can be provided efficiently without ignoring the problem. Next, we suggest Takaful management to improve the technique of protection the copyright of personal data owned by participants by using better technology. Human resource management of Takaful agency need to be more alert about scammer in order not to reveal the identity of their participant easily. This often happen if Takaful agencies still use unstructured data compilations technique or take lightly on data disclosure to any person. Therefore, data storage techniques need to be updated, such as using technological system so that the data is difficult for any third party to access.
Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to Madam Rohana. My name is Nasruna Adina binti Hakimi and my matrix number is A18B0410. Okay, now I will explain the suggestion to mitigate the problem. The third is maintain credibility on explaining the procedure and product benefits to customer, which means they must know on how to explain the procedure and what is the benefit of the product to customer if they take the Takaful. And lastly, increase awareness of the market about the nature of Takaful, which means they can make a campaign or an event to make customer know what is the importance of Takaful for their life.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Nasrullah Ibn Rumaino. My matric number is A17A0215. Today, I want to present about conclusion. What I can conclude based on the study research is Takaful as various practice in their institution. Concept of ethic is a way of working, habit, discipline, and work custom. For our selection, employees in the human resource sector are very good because they serve customer with good attitude and always on time. No other benefits are in the sector. There has also problem to interface with the Takaful institution. Different salary in the industry are problem because they all do the same job but at a different salary. That was for me. Thank you.